So, actually, some actual good news. Well, I'll start with the good news because there's some bad news. We're going with the first episode or the first video I sent. About M. Yeah, she dropped out. Hooray! I mean, it's not like I mean, it's kind of like freaking cheeky of me to just celebrate afterwards. I mean, I do wish her the best, you know, despite everything. Some people don't like, because I feel like M, you know, she was like a huge butthole. I don't think it's necessarily worth like hating on her. You know, there's like, you know, disliking someone and hating someone are like two different things. You know, I don't necessarily hate her. I just don't like her. I think like it really just feels just one-sided. You know, because I don't get why. Still haven't found the reason why he hates me. It's a little weird, but if even after like writing an entire like episode about her, like 30 minutes, I guess, I still wish her the best, you know. Okay, but the bad news is that she's back. Except in a different form, apparently. Yeah, I didn't encounter the second phase to the boss battle. If it gets a little too far with the second phase, I might talk about it, but right now I don't think there's anything worth talking about. It's been a month, just constantly. Like, it's not like I'm being like a snowflake, being like, guys, he told me that I freaking smell, and so this guy must be like M. But no, this has been going on for like a month. About this guy that I knew for like a year, since like last year, and then at the start of the second year he starts acting like a butthole now. I really don't understand, but it has a wacky start to it. I would say if I were to talk about it, but I just so happen to just be friends with like the worst people ever in college. I mean, college so far, academic-wise, it's going pretty well, but socially, I don't know. It's pretty bad. Like, I have some people that I talk to. They're pretty cool people, you know. Maybe if I ever decide to do like a really wholesome video, I might just talk about like the people that I met, all the cool people I met, to be specific, in college. You know, some people should be mentioned in college, you know. I just so happened to just find the worst people first. It's a really unfortunate luck at the start. But I will say Jordan's not like, because I know Jordan. I already mentioned the previous video that I met Jordan like first. She's not a bad person, but like 90% of the people that I first met are bad people. I mean, it gets pretty bad because I met at the start of like, it's actually exactly been a year since the beginning, actually. since recording this, but since like the start, or since like last year, I met like 3 people, Fatty, Furry, and Gay. We all met when like class was canceled one day. I showed up to class anyway because I was really bored. I didn't have anything to do. Everyone else didn't pay attention to the announcement that yeah, class was canceled, so they showed up anyway like idiots. Yeah, we just went from there. It's like, I mean, there's this one part that like we showed was like showing our driver's license. Like how did we look like 5 years, well, like a few years back, and like, yeah, we look pretty different. But I want you guys to remember this spot, alright? I want you guys to remember this exact moment on this video, because this will come back a little bit later. But yeah, we showed each other what we looked like a few years back for our driver's license stuff. And we went bowling. I know it's pretty cool that our campus has like a bowling alley. And yeah, we had fun, and the rest was okay until deteriorated. Didn't went too well afterwards. But before I talk about like the members, you know, basically we were called the minorities because we were literally minorities. Everyone else was like white. The rest of us were like Asian. And I know if you got, for those that like spot on about like the video saying like, oh yeah, maybe if you remember that, like, the one freaking edit I did was like, oh yeah, maybe because M is racist because I'm the only Asian in class. I've been mean to Thomas as well, so I'm assuming she's racist, because, and that's kind of like a stretch, but like, considering being like the only Asian in the class, I mean, it's a little weird. I should clarify before going ahead. I'm the only good Asian in the class, right? So, because I just didn't want to think about this friend group, and I take that lightly on friend group. So yeah, it was just like 2.5 Asians and a trans. That was our friend group. That was the minorities, and it's more just like not like study like college thing, like work thing. It's more like a goofing off, like fun group. Like this is like the group chat where you don't think about work, and we just have fun. That was the whole gimmick of the group chat. It's more like, oh yeah, let's go out to eat this place, or you know, let's go to that place. Let's have some fun. That was the group chat. But yeah, now we can talk about the members. I'll start off. Yeah, like I said, I'll start off with the good. And we'll get slightly worse from here. I mean, there's only like three other members, not including me. Let's start with the Furry. Surprisingly, the Furry is not the worst one here. So the Furry is named Olivia. She's not a bad person. I mean, usually when I talk about like bad people, I just confiscate their names. Just refer to them as like a letter, and that's how I usually do if I'm referring to like someone that's not good. But unless it's public, then. But Olivia, she was a cool person, not gonna lie. We were like the closest out of the other two, because I'd say that we're like in the middle of the group. We're not like Olivia is like gay, but she's not too gay, and I'm like we're like center, like I'm like not too straight. And I'll say I'm not zesty either. I simply just do not care. That's my whole personality. I don't care. Well, yeah, I think that's how we got along, because it was simply because I just don't care about. I'm just like the neutral person. Since like, you know, I talk to a lot of people. I talk to like other people in other classes. I think she was just really just comfortable with talking to me. And then again, I'm not rizzing it either again. We're just simply just better friends. Or at least I'm just her. I don't say her only true friend. I mean, I say she has like some other people she talked to. Like I know she met like some other people from another class, and she had some fun with that. I'll talk about like the funny moments we had. I remember one time Olivia suggested that I should do an autism test, because during that time she was kind of concerned with her intelligence. I mean, I know she acts really dumb. I mean, she does, well, okay, maybe she's not that smart, because she doesn't do well in her academics. She has some common sense, is like, it's something I could say. She wanted me to do an autism test, and I said, sure. I mean, she showed me, like, how to do it and stuff like that. And, like, the questions were, like, pretty straightforward. It was nothing, like, too serious. It was, like, out of, like, 75. A score of 75. I got, like, what do I remember? Got a score of 16 out of 75, and that was like a sign saying that yeah, I am 100% not autistic. And then she does her test, right? It's the exact same questions, exact same order as well. They didn't randomize it, and she got like a score of like 65. It was. She felt really devastated after that. I mean, her ego like completely shattered after like seeing like, oh yeah, I think you I think there's something wrong with you. I mean, I know she's not autistic. She's not diagnosed or anything like that. Or that I know of, at the very least. But yeah, I got like, it was a huge difference between our score. It was really funny to like, just watch her face, just watch her jaw just completely wide open. And I just told her, hey, it's nothing that personal. I mean, it's not like you gotta see a doctor or something, you know? I mean, if you're too concerned, then I guess you should actually do visit a doctor. I didn't want to make her feel too bad about that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like an online quiz. I mean, you shouldn't take it too seriously. We also played games together. I mean, she introduced me to what's it, Hearthstone. It was for those who don't know, it's a card game. I think based on World of Warcraft. I only played it for like a month, just for the sake of for Olivia though, and she's been playing it for like maybe a year or a couple of months. She introduced me to like, I think like the first thing she wanted to show me was the 2v2 mode, and I still don't understand that. So I understand like ladder because I play like other card games, like I play Plants vs Zombies Heroes and Cards, the World War II card game. Those are the only 2 card games I've played so far. After like a month of grinding, I know she was like stuck at silver. She saw my rank that I was absolutely grinding that game. I managed to reach to platinum with a DK Plague deck, the one they gave you for free, and she just absolutely stunned on just how like, I don't want to like crap on her too much. She was really surprised on how much I've grinded in that game, because I managed to make it to platinum. You know, the 3rd highest rank you can get in Hearthstone. Because I wanted to grind so then we could like play more together, since I see that she really enjoys that game. She also showed me like this one racing game that one time I visited her house. Well, it's more like an apartment than a house, but and it was also really cool too, because you know, I have actually never played a racing game, and I don't have a car either, so I have some experience in driving, but not eligible to drive though. And I absolutely suck at that game, and she was a little bit better than I am at the very least. I mean, I forgot what the game was called. I know it had like slow motion to it. If anyone knows the name of the game, that would be really helpful. So it's the racing game, has slow motion. You race with a bunch of cars. I think there's customization as well. I don't really know too much, but it's a racing game. Then we also play like other Supercell games. I know she was very into like Squad Busters, and we were like competing on who can get like the highest rank. Unfortunately, that game kind of died out way too quickly. But yeah, Squad Busters really just was like one of the games we both connect to, and we find something we could like play together. I wouldn't say it's like a multiplayer games. So it's just basically just Brawl Stars, like the solo showdown game. I think she also stopped playing as well, since it has been a while though. I also played Clash of Clans. I mean, I'm the freaking sweat in Clash of Clans. I mean, Town Hall, well, I was Town Hall 12 at Legend League, now I'm Town Hall 13. And yeah, I was like the big sweat in Clash of Clans. You know, I always give like the cool advice for Clash of Clans, best equipments, you know, because I pay attention to those kinds of things. Surprisingly, she plays Boom Beach, which I also do as well, because I play all the Supercell games, but she doesn't play Brawl Stars like I do. I mean, if she were to play Brawl Stars, I don't think she will have fun, because I don't have fun in that game. I'm at like 44k trophies, and I'm absolutely hate my life when I play that game. And she also plays Heyday too. I don't play that game, because, you know, I feel like it's not my cup of tea. I mean, Supercell, despite destroying Clash Royale, it didn't really connect it between me and Olivia. I mean, if there's one game that she really likes to grind, it's chess. She is a huge chess fan, and unfortunately for me, I'm not a big chess guy myself. I'm like a freaking dumb. I can't really play chess. The second I move a pawn, I get checkmate. It's actually never been more over for me. It's actually, there's actually one really funny game that Olivia and I had. I think I have the recording of it, I'll just like put in like edit. Because I know that I actually did try recording this episode like way before. Some of the footage got corrupted, but at least I know that part is still saved, fortunately, so you can get my cool reaction. It was actually so goofy. Hold on, I need to pull this up. I need people to stop joining the server. Let's see here. I think I saved it somewhere. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, I got up to this. Okay. Alright. Alright, check this out. This is literally like the best chess game of all time. Okay, well. Alright. Alright, here's the game. Alright, this is already going awesome. This is actually castles, alright. Did I you could clearly tell I wasn't taking this game too seriously. just look at the time. Just pay attention to the time. Just because I remember exactly what was going on when we were doing this match. I just went by overtime. It's just but yeah, we had like a cool game, and I guess for context, we were at like a bubble tea cafe, and she's been begging me to play chess. And I was like, nah, I really suck. I'd be really boring if I just said no all the time. So I just said sure. I didn't really know the strats or anything. I just play as it goes, and I just started like trolling. I didn't take the game too seriously because I know I'm gonna lose. But I had the best game plan of all time, because I know Olivia gets hugely distracted when I talk about like a topic or something. So like every time like when it's her turn, I make up a topic. So I just like, yeah, so what do you think about our class so far? Or so how did you do this, or something like that? Like something like that makes her like explain along while my turns like take like few seconds. What the f? But I just simply distracted her as if, well, it was her turn, and surprisingly I won. She didn't really pay attention to the timer there. It was really funny just to watch her just watch me won. But it was really ridiculous. But that was my only game of chess that I've played. Actually, that's a lot. I mean, I have played other chess, but the first game of chess I've played in a while, and I'm glad that was my first one in a while. That was a really fun match. I know we usually go out a lot. I mean, I know it's even as college students, as broke college students, I mean, it's a bad idea to go out all the time, but we usually do that a lot because it's fun. It's for the experience. I know there was this one time went to this really cool ramen restaurant, and it was during the summer, so like I didn't had classes during the summer, so my bus passes didn't work. I can't really renew my bus pass, but so I decided to walk from uptown to downtown, which is a 3-hour walk, by the way. And so she was like wondering like, hey, why are you late? It's like, no, I decided to walk here. I didn't want to pay $5 for the bus pass. And so we had like we went in, we had our ramen, and then I was like, I noticed that my water bottle was like empty, or about to be empty. So I was like, huh, I should get some water. And she's like, no. She takes my water bottle and takes the glass of water that we had, and she pours the water from the glass cup into my water bottle while like the freaking waiter was like watching us do that. And she's like the most strangest expression ever. I feel like so embarrassed like when she did that, and then the waiter walked up to us and she's like, "Hey, do you guys want some more water? Or like, if you guys want a refill?" I felt so embarrassed. I felt so bad. I had to say no, it's okay. I mean, it's it was so embarrassing. It was so, but at the same time, it was really funny. It was the same time. I have never seen someone so weirded out, and I've never been in like. I couldn't imagine Olivia doing that, but it was really funny. It was. I also showed her a Korean fried chicken place. I mean, that place fell off because they doubled the prices, and I was so upset about that. But before it was cool. I told her that you should show up on a really specific on the specific day. Sorry for my English, but because on Thursdays or Tuesdays, actually both Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's a really there's a grandma there. I call her the grandma because she's like freaking based, but she's actually like the cool person. Like when she's there, you know the fried chicken is gonna be really good. So we showed up on like on a Thursday. Yeah, we went on a Thursday. We had like the best and the spiciest Korean fried chicken. But there's this one day that really sets it all. There's this one time we went on a Monday. It was a big womp that day. It ruined the entire impression that I wanted to show her. This is why I say you always gotta show. I swear to God, if I die, it really sets the tone that yeah, you gotta show up on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Because the waiter there was pretty rude. Olivia wanted the tteokbokki, but the waiter there was making it so hard for some reason. I don't know why. She was making it so hard for us to order for some reason. And then I ordered my usual my spicy fried chicken, and it was bad. It was actual horrible. I never thought I'd say it, but that day I didn't like Korean fried chicken. It ruined my entire night. But I mean, it's still good as long as you show up on a Tuesday or a Thursday. Any other day, it's horrible. We also went to a sushi buffet. Now, I want your opinion about this. You know, like, you know how, like, you know, like for sushi, you know, they give you, like, the ginger and the wasabi. Is it weird for me? Okay, because I do this, but, is it weird for me to, like, dip my sushi in soy sauce, ginger, and wasabi, all mixed together? I want your guys' opinion if that's weird or not. Because she was absolutely flabbergasted that when she saw my freaking dip there. It's good, I'd say. But for her, it was absolutely disgusting for her. Yeah, we had, like, a lot of sushi. Well, at least only for me, because I generally do eat a lot. I mean, I look pretty skinny. It's surprising how like I find people's reaction when they see like a huge plate that I have, then all of a sudden it's all gone. Like I really like those kinds of reactions because like I said, I generally do eat a lot. Because she could only eat like about like maybe like 30 sushis. I could eat like 100 of sushis, you know. She also showed me about Pokemon trading cards. I mean, I know that like the shiny Charizard was like worth like $1 bajillion. She showed me a Pokemon trading cards, and there's a tournament. There are tournaments that are happening at from my city, like people that generally play like the trading card game. You know, I honestly thought it was not an actual game. I thought it was just like, you know, something you'd collect, you know. No, it's an actual game. The heck? She showed me a couple of them. I did not play them because I'm vanilla and I don't feel like being embarrassed because, I mean, she was on a losing streak. Like, always last place. I mean, I always get to watch it. Then we always go out to eat afterwards just to, you know, bandage the wound, you know. I mean, I played up against her. I really didn't know what I was doing. It looked fun, I'd say, but, you know, I like card games, but that's playing a card game in real life, not my cup of tea. Well, I guess it depends on the card game. But those kinds of card games, not for me. She also really likes to play darts as well. Then Boba, I think I've already mentioned about like the chess game. And desserts as well. We went out a lot of places. And unfortunately, she disappeared. Like, she vanished. After like April, she just started ghosting. No online status, no text messages, nothing. Just zero. She really just pulled out Shima Luan from freaking Planet Dolan. She literally just stopped, like, socializing with everyone. It was all gone to zero afterwards. But I at least know that she moved to China and that she's still doing well. That's the only two things I know for sure, but she's doing well. We're still on good terms. It's just that she just prefers to being somewhere nicer, you know. I mean, I know she was not doing really well, I guess due to like the college, you know, being pretty hard, you know. I do get that because, like, you know, my program is despite of it, it's actually a pretty difficult class or difficult program. Like, she was the nicest, I'd say. She might be stupid, but she is a nice person. Because, you know, some people were a bit curious. I know one of my friends is like, yeah, she's stupid. But I know, I can understand that. She was the only person that I usually talk to, like, on a daily basis. Both in person and in text. It's really unfortunate. I won't go too deep on theorizing on why, but I have a basic idea on exactly why. The only two things I know for sure is that she's doing okay. Let's get to the second worst. From the first best to the second worst. That didn't make any sense at all, but let's talk about the gay. Let's call her E. So E is a very well known trans figure. She's openly trans and openly gay. So is Olivia too. I mean, they got along pretty well. Because, you know, Olivia had a girlfriend. Actually, no, sorry. Has. Not had. You know, since, like, they're both, like, LGBTQ, they quickly became friends, you know? And me and the other guy became good friends. She was, a bit of a weird person, I might add. It was, like, there were some pretty weird moments. You know, there's, like, a lot of propaganda happening when you started posting, you know? Everything, her entire personality was just all trans/gay. I mean, it felt pretty boring, you know? I mean, she posts, like, a lot of stuff about, like, you know, be gay, be this, be that, and they were, like, I'm trying to use my words carefully. She would never, like, hang out with us unless it's, like, in college, around campus. It's so weird, because, like, it's always just been, like, the three of us. Or two, because, you know, usually Olivia, like, just hangs out with me more often. She would never, like, hang out unless it's inside college, you know? But then there are, like, some moments where she goes to Because, like, she's, like, apparently too afraid to go to, places. But then, it feels pretty hypocritical, like, when she's, like, also, like, showing pictures of her, like, going out. And this is, like, when she's, like, by herself as well. And especially in downtown, too, because downtown is, like, a scary place in my part. And I find it really weird, because, like, why don't you hang out with us? I mean, she was fine with the bowling, because it was in the campus, right? But then, let's say, let's go for, like, some bubble tea or something like that. She would just say no. No matter how hard you try to convince her, she would just say no, no matter what. It was just... She would not go out. I just don't know why. I mean, possibly... Olivia did say something about this, like, she's like too afraid or something like that. I won't go into too much details, but that was the... But I find it really weird because it doesn't really add up, you know? I mean, we're friends and all, but I'm just saying, like, there really isn't anything to be afraid of if you're around your friends, you know? It was like afraid of going out, not like being afraid of us. It's just so weird. I mean, I know that, like, there was this one time where, like, this is like, since I already told you that, yeah, like, Olivia and E are best friends, but there was one thing that really sets it all, because E would not shut her mouth, and by that I mean she's a freaking snitcher witcher. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, Professor, you forgot about the homework last night. It's about like freaking being too open. Because every time when she does something, she always gotta post it. Like, hey guys, I'm having this cool freaking food here. Or, hey guys, look at my collection, my minifigure collection. Like, stuff like that. And there's this one time where she and Olivia were like hanging out. And I know that Olivia doesn't like taking pictures of unless she knows. This was during the time where like Olivia was not in like our class Discord server, but E posted a picture of her and like showing her like average update. It's somewhere there, but it's like, guys, we got the freaking shark from IKEA or something like that. She like showed like a picture of her. It was in a weird angle. I'd say it was like not like her best picture, and of course she didn't like that because she posted that without like telling her or telling Olivia that, yeah, I posted a picture of you in front of the class without telling you. He does not like that. And after that, she just stopped hanging out with her because she would not shut her mouth. I mean, I would also hate that too. I mean, I would hate the type of friend that would actually like post like everything that they do, you know? Like, you know, there's some things where you should keep it private, you know? She does not keep things private. It's her main problem. Like, there was this one time... Okay, I should freaking... This is where I should really keep my words carefully. There's this one weird moment, alright? It was like during the summer, we were all like connecting and stuff, being like, so how's your summer been doing? Like, it was in the Discord, it's in the class Discord server, and I was in a call with like, I was in VC with a bunch of others, classmates. We were like chatting, like having fun and stuff. And then, oh my god, she joins randomly. Actually, I wouldn't say randomly because one person added everyone, so I wouldn't say it's random. So she just shows up and completely trauma dumps. I won't go into specifics, but completely just dumps this massive load, this massive turd of information that no one wants to hear, and just left. What am I supposed to do with this information? It makes me so uncomfortable. It's actual sadness. It's like with like 8 other people as well. That just what the heck, man? Just why? I mean, I maybe for the intention, maybe, but it's not worth it. I know there might be some things going on with your life and stuff, but you really should just keep it to yourself. Unless it's a really trusted friend. Her problem was that she does not keep things private, which really just made Olivia mad, and she's just not fun to be around because she never hangs out. Because there were only 2 times where the minorities were all together, right? And they were both bowling at campus, and it was really upsetting because like we tried so hard to like get her together. She was always like, no, I'd rather be home, you know. I want to play video games. It was just really upsetting to get her until, yeah, we just gave up. But she secretly just hung out with Olivia, like I said before. But there's this one guy. Yeah. This freaking guy in our group. The final boss, the final terror, the freaking... The 12 plagues of Egypt, the goober, the god, the Cthulhu, the ghoul, the ghost, the badger, the scary guy. It makes me so mad when I hear this name. It boils my blood. What the Phew. Yeah, but this guy, I freaking hate this guy. This guy makes me so mad. And yeah, not a lot of people are freaking aware about this guy, but I hate it. When I hear his name, something triggers. Let's start off easy real quick. We'll call this guy N. So N, aka the fatty. This man is the pinnacle of absolute evil. This guy's the absolute supervillain in disguise. Like this is like every like Disney villain twist villain. Like you weren't really expecting this guy to be the main boss, the main villain of the story, but you would be wrong. So let's start off with one of the easy points. This man is not funny at all. This guy thinks he's the master comedian, but he's not. This guy always copies jokes and then frickin' like milks it until it becomes absolutely unfunny. Because there's this maybe there's like a third time where the minorities hang out. There's this one moment where all the minorities hung out is at the residence at the campus, and E wanted us to play Cards Against Humanity. We all got together and we played we all played the card game. Not the online, like the actual like card game. There's this it was Olivia's turn, or no, well no, it was like someone's turn. It was like Olivia was taking a long time to frickin' choose a card. And we're like, oh my god, hurry up, pick a card. And she was taking her sweet time. And I did this really funny joke where I just boot up like Clash of Clans at max volume because it was taking so long. And then this guy comes in, alright, did the exact same thing afterwards, like 2 minutes later, like after when Olivia like picked her card. It was like haha funny. And then he does it a second time, haha funny. And then the third time, nothing. Alright, there are some times where the joke becomes stale, you know, and you can't really use it. And then he did this like, what, 8 times? And then he actually started playing Clash Royale. And in the middle of the card game, like this guy has like 0 attention span. Like, he got absolutely distracted with Clash Royale. This guy's absolutely dumb. You know, speaking of dumb, he actually is dumb. He was caught plagiarizing, actually. Unfortunately, during that time, it was when plagiarism was only just a slap on the wrist. So it didn't got the maximum punishment that my college is giving this year. It all started with when Anne asked Olivia to get her code on like the 3rd assignment on a coding class. It was not that hard. It was just like rock, paper, scissors. That was it. Just rock, paper, scissors. It was just a simple C++ code. It's not that hard. But this guy, this guy comes to Olivia. It's like, hey, can you show me how to do this assignment? And she's like, sure. Shows him it, explains everything, like in good detail. And he's like, me not understand, me caveman, me, can I see your code? And that was the biggest mistake Olivia has ever done. When the assignment was due, the professor was like, hey, could Olivia and N see me outside the hallway for 1 second? And he was giving like the talk. But I was like next to the door, so I was kind of eavesdropping, that I realized, what the heck? This guy actually just copied. And then it was like not a big deal. I mean, Olivia was pretty upset about that. And yeah, that kind of like, that's where things that's where it started to become stale. This man would not put the effort in the work. And then he comes to me when the next assignment comes out. When it was like what? Like 1 day before it was due. He's like, hey, can you help me with this assignment? And again, it's not, the assignments are not that hard. And even if you don't understand, they're on the slides. You can just look at the slides and you would instantly be like, ah, Eureka, I know. And so I did the exact same thing. I'll be like, yeah, sure. I'll just explain it like, hey, just use your stuff here. Pretty simple. Just look at the slides. It's pretty simple. They did the exact same thing. He's like, me caveman, me not understand. I like to see your code. And it's like, dude, I'm not that stupid. I saw what happened. I know what you're gonna do. And I said, no, do it yourself. And actually use your frickin' Gen Alpha brain and read what I said. And he proceeds to fail the assignment because this guy was an actual frickin'. Oh, I guess the server's gonna be shutting down, but yeah, this man would never take anyone's advice. Because this guy is too stupid to take an advice. I can't believe I became friends with this guy, because I thought this guy was funny, but he's not. This guy's actually just the thief. He's the thief. And he's a bad one too. He thinks he's Sly Cooper, but he's not. He forgot he needs Bentley and Murray. And by the way, this guy... Okay, that class, which was the first programming class on like semester 1, this man failed that class twice. Alright? He failed the first class like twice. Okay, like on the first time, okay, maybe. Okay, it's like, okay, maybe coding's not your suit, but twice, alright? There's no way you failed something twice. And yeah, this guy should have taken our advice. And everyone else's advice. I mean, it really sets the mark that this guy likes to freaking steal. I mean, I was still being friendly towards it. I didn't think too much of it. I just know that just don't show him the code. But that really should have been a red flag. This guy's... I keep on saying this because this guy's stupid. There's this one thing that he does, which is to make so much group chats for some reason. I don't know what's with him in group chats, but this guy makes so much group chats on Discord, and they're like the same, except with like one more person or one less person, or with this person. He makes so much group chats on Discord that I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna be in any of these group chats. Just reuse the group chats, alright? And he's like, makes another group chat. What the heck? Because the first time was like for a sushi buffet, and then it's like it's like, okay. And then he makes another group chat about like another thing, but it's like with like one less person. Just reuse the group chat. It's not that hard. Like, why don't you just reuse the group chat? You're just putting too much work on yourself, you know? Because I have I'm sitting at 9 different group chats in Discord I have not left yet, which I will eventually. And I've left like 12 other like group chats that he made because I was just so like sick of just like him creating too much group chats, you know? I'm just like, don't invite me ever again unless it's something like absolutely fun or something like that. Because he does not know how to plan things out. Usually I'm the one that plans things out, and it usually works out. When he does it, it doesn't work. It always comes to crap. It's like, man, just listen for once. And this guy never listens. I mean, every time, like, he always tries to get someone else to pay for him. He always says, "Oh, yeah, I'm the one that's driving everyone here, so someone should pay for me because I'll be paying for gas." He's like freaking. He's also broke, but he's like super broke. He's always like buying something really expensive and then like saying, "Oh yeah, I'm broke," because he's not saving money. He's not. Because I remember the one time I went to like a game board restaurant. And he's like saying before, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm only come here to play the board games and stuff." Because like he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm kind of broke." It's like, "Okay, sure, just don't order. If you're gonna order food, don't order too much." He then proceeds to order like a freaking like hamburger, nachos, and a freaking salad. Oh my gosh, and that literally costed him his entire wallet. That actually costed his. I wish I would make that up, but that costed him his entire wallet. That. And I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna be paying for me?" It's like, nah, that's on you, bud. You ordered that, you pay for it, not me, bud. No. But he was always trying to. And there was this one moment that really pissed me off. Like I remember the one time we went for boba tea, and as I was paying, this guy takes like the card reader and puts like the maximum amount of tip you can give, and that pissed me off because now I'm paying like an extra amount of money. I didn't want to be too awkward. I ended up paying it anyway. But he's like, "Hooray! You get to pay more! Hooray! It's really funny! Haha!" Yeah, Olivia was there and I was there, and we weren't freaking laughing. It was not funny. I mean, at first I was like, okay, we're gonna pay for him, and then it starts getting too excessively. Then we're like, nah, you're paying for yourself. And that should have been another red flag too. We were freaking. Me and Olivia were like freaking dumb. We should have seen the signs. God was warning us, and we did not took it. There's also this one other moment, and I think this is gonna piss off one friend that I know. Okay, so one of my friends, Theo, wanted to do a Christmas party for the class, and unfortunately that got cancelled due to like some other stuff. Then N comes in clutch, being like, "Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll host a party since like Theo couldn't do it." But that got delayed until freaking. It was delayed until like March break / the second semester midterm reading week, and there's nothing much news about it until like one told me like one day it's like, "Hey, I'm not sure about this." It's like, guys, like, "Yeah, I don't really want to do this party thing anymore." I was like, "Well, it's up to you, man." It's like I didn't want to know how to do this, like how to tell anyone about it. But you know what really set him off to like cancel the thing? Okay, this is my. If he was actually watching this, I feel sorry for you. But the real reason why that party was canceled, the one that was going to be set to like at March or something around that time, was because Olivia could not show up at the party that day. Instead of just like moving to like. I guess since like he moved up even more, he felt like that's too. He's like just delaying it. It's because Olivia could not show up, or actually will not show up. Sorry, she won't show up to the party, and so he canceled it just for that sole reason. And I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but it gets worse from here because those who don't know, but N. It's a huge obsession with Olivia, because I didn't realize he always wanted to hang out with Olivia. Man, I should have realized this before, but he's always telling me to get Olivia to hang out. I mean, I didn't think too much of it. It's like, why not just tell Olivia herself? I mean, but this guy was like so shy about Olivia. I mean, like every time, like afterwards when we all like separate, he's always telling me, he's like, "Oh, I hope I wasn't too weird with Olivia." It's like, well, I mean, we're friends. I mean, what is there to think of? I mean, this guy was stupidly obsessed with Olivia. I mean, it gets a little bit worse from here, but I think I'll explain it a little bit later. But it was really unfortunate that like the party was canceled because of just because of that one reason. It was because of his obsession. It'll make a lot more sense from here because this guy is also like he's been openly Christian. I'm not sure what's up with Christians, but he was like super duper like anti-LGBTQ. He's saying like, oh yeah, Christians don't believe in that and don't support it and stuff like that. I'm not too sure, but that's what he was saying about being Christian and all. I'm not too familiar with like religions and stuff. I know Muslims don't like that kind of stuff. I'm not sure about Christians either, but that's what he was saying. Because I already told you about guys about E being trans. This man, this shuts off my brain when I say this. This man really think he's him when he tries to convert E back from girl to boy. You can't make that up. He's like, I remember like after like our Cards Against Humanity stuff, and he was like after like not paying attention for like the longest of time, he like starts mentioning about like strength and stuff, something like that. And he mentioned about like something about like the fighter test to like to E, and it's like saying you should have stayed as a guy or something like that. And then okay, I actually did not realize this, but he's been using like her old pronouns. He's been calling E like he/him instead of like her old pronouns. Like I actually don't care about those kinds of things. It's just like, if you want to be called that, I don't care. That's usually my whole stick. If you want my views about it, I simply just do not care about things. I just say like, if it doesn't affect me, I don't care. But for him, he has to make a whole like fit about it. If you remember, Olivia is lesbian. She has a girlfriend, but she's not trans. She's just gay. And because of his obsession, he tried to convert her back to straight. And saying, oh, it's so messed up too, because he's like, oh, you should leave your girlfriend and just be with me or something. Like it's subtle, but that's what he was like trying to get to. Alright, so we're gonna be playing a different Arcane game. What the f- Why is she here? She even play this game? So where did I left off? Oh yeah. So N really just likes to convert, really just wants to convert Olivia so badly, because this guy could not just take it, you know? N just really just, I don't know. Like, Olivia's been living rent-free in his head since like he laid eyes on her. But here's the thing, like, there's been some moments where like she's rejected him like so many times, but he just couldn't accept it. He thinks like, oh, it's the only woman I know that would like me, but nah. Because I know that N added I noticed something weird, because I when she was playing her racing game like on Steam, like I saw like the status of N showing up. So I was like, huh. He added her on Steam before I did. It's kind of weird. It's not like I was like also interested as well, as like, but this guy could not take the fact that yeah, she's already taken and a lesbian. It's already a double L. Yeah, he thinks that like, you know, like doing this before I did was a win, but it really just kind of exposes him further, you know. Because I definitely do know that this guy was 100% jealous, because, you know, like, after, like, second semester, Olivia started hanging out with me more often than the group, or at least him. So he thinks that like all these kinds of like things like getting closer is like a more win, but it's really just making him further away from her. You're not gonna. It's so stupid. So, of course, Olivia has like her reason to hate him like a lot, because obviously he stole her code, tried to convert her, too obsessed. I say too obsessed. I also have my reason to hate him as well. This is going to be one of the worst things. One of the worst things he's ever done, ever. Actually, I should explain it like a little bit before. This guy does not like to be the butt of the joke. Okay, there are like times where I'm like the butt of the joke and I'm like, I just take it. But this guy does not like it when he's the butt of the joke. But it's like, okay, I understand. But this guy had to be too soy about it, you know? Like, you didn't have to ruin the moment every time when someone just like... When you have to be like the butt of the joke, you know? So this guy would actually just like... take it too personal. It's like, dude, it's just a joke. Calm down. Like... It's like, it's a prank prop, but it's actually a good prank, you know? Like a funny one. So, yeah, there was one time where this guy was the butt of the joke. And so, this guy became so soy about this. Okay, I'm gonna need another backtrack as well. Because remember that one time where I told you that, we showed, our driver's license. Specifically that driver's license to each other, right? So this guy, when we showed each other, this guy took mine and took a picture, like a clean picture of my driver's license, full on details, full of like my measurements, my freaking, my especially my address too. And I think you already know where I'm going to get into this. So this guy thought it was funny, actually sorry, fair, in his words, to freaking send a picture of my driver's license, full clean, entirely clean picture of my driver's license to like a group chat. This guy think it's so funny. And I was like, okay dude, too far, man. Too far. All for just like for a joke, dude. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what, this is also a joke too. And he's like, hee hee hee, oh, he's laughing at his own joke. I mean, cause fortunately, it was only in a group chat with like, with 9 other people. Yeah, one of the many group chats that he made. And B, everyone had like an actual freaking brainiac maniac here. Then said like, yeah, I think you're pretty soy as well. And so he got absolutely backlashed from that. Because if there was one thing that I never really expected was getting doxxed. All because of like, of like a harmless joke. It was just like, I don't even remember what it was. It's just so stupid. Yeah, this guy became just, he was so sensitive. And then he got absolutely backlash from everyone else, like saying, yeah, also too far. It's like, what do you think? Do you think anyone was going to take your side? Like, I didn't know what was going through his brain. It's like, oh yeah, it's fair because because it's a joke, right? I mean, afterwards he was pretty upset that he's like, yeah, he genuinely thought that, yeah, everyone was going to take his side. Of course, everyone, for a joke, come on, man. So after doxing me and getting heavily backlashed, this guy actually started like womp womp. This guy actually started crying because it's like, yeah, my life is over. Sometimes, well, he's really dumb, but well, actually, I think I might still have the group chat in, you know. Give me a second here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the exact words. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna actually like show the DMs here. Okay, I actually know why. So, literally I told this guy, don't make another group chat and just reuse it. And so, this guy, to spite me, made another one just for the advice I gave him, right? Because just don't make any more group chats. Just reuse them. So this guy literally just makes a group chat to say to annoy me, and then I renamed it to a really awful group chat name. Let's just say it has a lot of swears in it, and yeah, because I told this guy reuse the group chats, don't make new ones, and this guy actually became soy, and then okay, and then he freaking posted my freaking driver's license like, okay, that's not even funny, I'm fine with the name calling back and forth, but doxing not, bro. Triple skull emojis. Just delete this image, I'm serious. Sir, take this as we even. I mean, M was there too, surprisingly. And she said, only if we can have a picture of yours, then he can even have that one. I mean, like I said before on the first episode, that, yeah, M actually defended me. That was the one thing I can give credit to her. I mean, M is not as bad. Between M and N, between M and N is by far 1,000 times worse than M. Like, if I were to sit in a room for 24 hours with either one of them, I would say I would sit with M. Just because this guy is just bad. and he's actually defensive. The push was illegible. And M says ID gaff. The pressure does not equate to a revenge pick. And M says they're refusing to even offer it. And it says, and she says, any chance to fight, I'm there. Yell, I'm there. Etc. You get it. And she added him saying nothing to say. And then Jordan Theo started posting memes just to. Afterwards, it gotten pretty sour after that. Ooh. But then after that, nothing else. We didn't talk after that. It was just that. It was over and done with. Even though, well, he should have been kicked out, but I think he should have been kicked out, but I think the situation was handled a little too poorly on my end. So I kind of take blame for freaking not deal, because I was just too flabbergasted. I never expected someone be that soy enough to actually just do that, you know. But you know, with M actually kind of like defending me and stuff. Oh, actually, she was doing one that was actually like really upset. I know Jordan and Theo were there, but they didn't like want to step in unless it's been mentioned, you know. I guess they're trying to like be at the neutral thing, but they know it's wrong, but they didn't want to say anything, which I can understand, because they really didn't want to argue. I know M just really, I don't want him to take things too like on a 0 to 100 real quick, you know. I mean, it already was like pretty aggressive as it is, but I would like to thank M for defending me despite all the weird things and hurting my feelings and stuff. I mean, I didn't take it personally, but I generally do want to thank her. I mean, even though I might have done something that upset her, I still don't know why, but I would like to understand why. But then again, I would like to thank her. Yeah, nothing has been said like over like since that until around like a few weeks ago. I met the man, the myth, Fatty N at the labs. So of all places he showed up, it was the labs. For the guy who doesn't do his work, goes up to the labs. And he has the goal, he has the balls to actually act like nothing happened. And you know what the first thing he asked me was? Did Olivia drop out or not? And you gotta think about this. It's been a year. You've been rejected several times. And Olivia is still living rent-free in your head. Just move on to another girl. And I just literally just told him to piss off. And he's like asking me like other questions. I said, I don't know. I don't care. Go away. And I know I was sitting with another friend there. He thought we were friends, but no, I made it clear that we are not friends anymore. Especially after that, when he's still thinking about Olivia. You don't have good intentions. You don't have good motives trying to be near her. You definitely have something bad that you want to do, which I don't want. I don't want to tell you anything about Olivia. I mean, if he finds this video, then I'm fricked. But and then there's a second time where I met him, right? And this guy met another friend group. I pray that he has changed, which I doubt. After he keeps on mentioning Olivia, that he started projecting, right? He's saying like some other day he was calling someone. I assume it's me because I was eavesdropping. He's like saying, "Oh, this guy's a transphobe, not using their pronouns, and openly not supporting, openly like hating towards LGBTQ," which was literally him to E. It upsets me that. Oh my gosh, this guy. He's quite possibly referring to me, and he's trying to project himself to me, saying like, "Oh yeah, this guy's a freaking transphobe. We should beat him up." Yeah, it just upsets me that this guy doesn't seem like he has changed a bit. This guy has not changed one bit. It's upsetting, really. It should have been dealt with a lot more than what it should have been. He should have been kicked out. Now that all the evidence is gone, it's just like the text messages. I don't think that like just using eyewitnesses and just DMs is gonna do anything about it. But I do pray for his new friend group.